Hi, I'm Christopher. Thank you for coming to Fishing in Wheels. I'm an above the knee amputee, and this is our YouTube channel. So, this is basically just going to be me talking. I'm going to try and leave this as uncut as possible I really want you to understand who I am. This is going to be just me talking. So, thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. The reason this started about 10 days ago, I was laying in bed and something just came over me that I could just not let go. The reason I'm doing what I'm doing, about 2015, I got in an accident at work and I took a fall. I ended up crushing everything in my right leg. About 4 years later, in 2019, is when I lost 82% of my right leg, and it put me in a wheelchair. I have extensive other injuries. I have other extensive injuries. For instance, I have 5 hairline fractures in my hip. I have a bulging disc or 2, I don't know. I know I have a broken neck in 2 spots. And so wearing a prosthetic, which I do have, it's difficult for me because it hurts. So I'm pretty much in a wheelchair. I'm very high up on my amputation, so it's very difficult for me to wear a prosthetic. Anyways, I've been around fishing my whole life. I grew up in northern Indiana, in Michigan City, Indiana, right on the tip of Lake Michigan. So I grew up around the water my whole life, which came into effect later on in my life when I worked on the Gulf of Mexico, on and off for 20 years. I worked on the Gulf of Mexico on a shrimp boat. So when I got hurt after I retired from the Gulf of Mexico at the age of 39, I came home at the age of 40 and I got hurt about a year later. Me fishing became very, very difficult. As you know, for the last, well, I'm talking to my daughter. She's behind camera filming me right now. That's Bella. I went through a lot trying to figure out how I was going to keep doing the things I love to do, being an amputee. And it taught me a lot about myself, taught me a lot about who I am, taught me a lot about who I want to be as a person. And it also humbled me. I mean, you can probably ask anybody that knows me right now. I am a completely different person than I used to be. My daughter can attest to that herself. Yeah, she's giving me a thumbs up. I tried to fish for the last 2 years, not on film. I haven't put anything on film besides the last 10 days, but I tried to fish to very, very limited success. Like I said, something just came over me and I couldn't ignore it anymore. And I started going around the last 10 days to ADA accessible fishing spots for what they say. And mind you, we found some gold, and you'll see that in a later video. But some of the spots that I went to, we found some really, really bad spots that were handicap accessible that we got on film. But I don't want to just do the bad and not show the good, because there are some good spots around in my area for handicapped people to fish. I just wish they were a little bit better and a little bit better maintained. So I'm definitely not bashing my city or the fishing community, the DNR, not bashing them at all. I want to make them aware. And what they're not aware of is the ADA accessible spots that they say, and we're going to show everything I'm talking about, everything on film. I am not going to not have anything I do for this project off of them. So I don't care what it is. I mean, you're going to get me trying to get to a fishing spot, and maybe I just can't get there, or it's too dangerous for me to get there. I really wanted to really try and do all of what I wanted to do on camera to try and get to a fishing spot, but some of them that we're finding are very dangerous for me to do. Like, I was holding on to a tree in one video, and I'm not sure if we're going to show that video or not. I hope so, because it'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. And this has got a handicap parking spot in it. You're going to see that video. Hopefully it's one of the first 3 videos that we put out on this channel. I think you're going to be very shocked at what you find. I know I was shocked at what I found when I started filming 10 days ago. Some of these spots, because we always do a walkthrough. And what you're going to see at the beginning of videos is the walkthrough, because whoever's filming with me, because obviously I can't film by myself. I mean, I can, but it always helps to have somebody with me in case I do get into trouble in a spot. I have somebody that's actually not handicapped with me. It always helps, trust me. So please be safe. Whatever you do, if you're in a wheelchair and you go to the spots that I am at, please have somebody with you. I'm doing this so you don't have to, as they say in the YouTube community. So we're putting it on film. I appreciate you coming by. You're going to see a lot. We're going to talk about a lot. You're going to get a lot of information out of this channel. Thank you. Please like, subscribe.